Folks, we are here with Ron Cabildo from Definite Talents, co-creator of Salsero here at South Point. And I guess the first question that comes to mind is, what made you, how did you get interested in salsa?
Passion. I'm very passionate with the dance, very passionate with the people, and it's like the rhythm that really attracted a lot of the things that I want to do on the dance floor. Mm-hmm. So I might not be the best dancer in the world, but that's what the other person had said one time. You don't need to be the best dancer in salsa. You just need to enjoy yourself. So every time I see someone enjoying it, encourages me to, hey man, since I'm in the business of entertainment, might as well do an event that is surrounding what I like. So here we are, Salsero.
So you mentioned passion is what made you interested. Do you think because you are Filipino, is music something that's
natural,
pertinent in your culture as well?
Yeah, it's natural. You know, a lot of rhythm. Our music in the Philippines are more rhythmic, so we have the influence too. You know, we're colonized by the Spaniards, but then again, you know, we learned a lot of the things that we admire the most in a ballroom setting or in a cultural, you know, atmosphere. We're so diverse. Filipinos are so diverse, and I'm proud to be a Filipino salsero. There's a lot of Filipino salseros in the world.
Oh yeah, I've seen many of those.
And they always enjoy what they're doing.
So Ron, I've never seen you dance. Can you show us a little bit of your moves?
That is something that you just have to like catch on the dance floor.
Okay.
Like, steal it.
I'll keep my camera on just in case. Now, it's been a little over a year since you started Salsero.
Yes.
And it's been very successful. Any plans to do other venues as big as Salsero Night in the future?
Yes, a lot of people have asked, why so slow? You know, why not follow it up right away? And my ultimate answer is, definitely it's good business. You know, and I'm in the business of entertainment, so there's half of it, entertainment and business. But I'm passionate on what I do, and I really think that it has to be a mixture of the formulation, or it has to. I know the formulation already to what I wanted to do. A good dance floor, you know, a good venue for the salseros to come, great music, including a DJ and including a great band. Hosting the event it comes natural to me. I think you wrote a good article about it one time, and I was very impressed. And you know, you observe all the things that a businessman would do, but you coming from a Bay Area background, and Las Vegas doesn't have that much yet. That's what we're trying to expose here in the mainstream arena. Yes, there will be a lot more events coming up.
Good. I can't wait to. For those days to come. Yeah. Now I know that this is not LA or the Bay Area, and typically a club, you know, in the Bay Area or LA will have different bands every week, including different DJs. Is there are there plans to have something like that here, or do you think it's because of politics or policies that casinos have that prevent us from having such an experience?
Yeah. Believe it or not, you know, LA is such a thriving community of salsa. So it's a salsa town, and we're not a salsa town yet. I think we're just, you know, scratching the edge of it, and the surface is just, you know, the tip of the iceberg is just being touched right now. Of course, in the future, that will be the trend that Las Vegas will have. A lot of promoters have been talking about it already, and I'm all for that. It's just a great thing to have different bands to come in town and make sure that everybody's entertained and they have a variety. But for me, my approach is quite different. I would like to give Las Vegas their own. Find somebody in Las Vegas to make it big outside Las Vegas.
Right.
I encourage definitely all the bands to come into Las Vegas, but my formulation is, of course, to enrich one and move on and find another one and enrich it again, and to make us, you know, have our own identity.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only way we can have our own, you know, movement. It is true, it's fun and exciting to have all the big bands to come in town. But for me, I think my route would be to develop more acts in the Las Vegas market, encourage them to be salsa.
I think you hit it right on the money, because I know that in the Bay Area we have a lot of bands, and you know, people try to make those bands successful. You know, by doing what you just said. So
it's tough.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not easy, most especially this time. There's a lot of, you know, that's what you hear, right? The word that you used earlier, it's, you know, it's politics too, you know. But it is perseverance, definitely tenacity. And you know, if I didn't insist on what I wanted, and you know, if I didn't convince the principals of the businesses that I approach to do what I think will work, I wouldn't be sitting here being interviewed by you. You know, and it's just, I'm lucky. I would say I found luck at the right time, at the right place, the right moment, because I chased it. You know, I chased it around, and you know, it was just the right event for the right place at the right time for me.
That's great. Now, if you were to have complete control of how salsa is perceived, heard, and experienced in Las Vegas, where would you take it?
Is that the general question you're going to ask everybody? Don't put me in the spot. I would, in Las Vegas, now you're talking about in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
First thing I would like to preach is to have unity.
I'm all for that.
Because without unity, there is no being one. You know what I mean? It's basically somebody thinking of something else, and somebody else thinking something else, and somebody is thinking something else. I'm a creator. I don't compete. I hate competition. I'm not good at it. You know, I like creating, because if I create something, people then tend to follow, and then they tend to compete. And by that time, you know, it's done already. It's made already. Everything else is secondary. But if I were to make a difference in the Las Vegas salsa community, it would be to preach, to be just like, to unite, you know, to be one. You know, the event of ABC is not too far different of the event of 1, 2, 3. It's salsa, you know, and if we can help 1, 2, 3 to be with ABC, then it's a good venture.
Right.
Then we grow together. Part of being, you know, being successful to a degree, and I don't see myself successful yet. I have done some difference, but not to the extent of being successful. My goal is not there yet. I really would like to make this a salsa town, and I've seen salsa towns. You know, I'm from Chicago, and that's a smaller community of Salsero than here. Smaller community, far more smaller community than LA, than New York. And one interview that I had was, you know, stating that we're decades away, far away from the New York and the LA market. You know, we're just catching up. You know, they're almost in the 20th year or more, so 30 years or whatever, and they're here. We're just like starting to make it happen in Main Street.
We're like a little grain of sand.
Yeah, and isn't it great, Carlitos, that we are a part of this? You know, like we can tell 10 years from now, hey, you know, that was a movement that we created.
Yeah, that would be something.
And also to give credit to our predecessors, you know, this has been around. It's just, it was never amplified. So my goal is unity, to amplify salsa, to make it mainstream.
That's great. Now, final question, something out of the realm of salsa. We know that we're going to have some ladies watching this video. and I guess they want to know, are you taken or...
Are you crazy?
Are you involved with somebody?
Carlitos, you gotta have a good library of this, man. Yes, I'm very much in love with my wife, and I got 3 kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got a 21-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old. Sooner or later, my kids will be joining salsa classes.
Oh, that's great.
So we talk, eat, and speak salsa at home. So
all right.
that's the answer to that.
All right, Ron. This will conclude our interview.
May I just invite everybody, because
sure.
I know a lot. Tons and tons of people. One thing about Carlitos' website, Salsa and Carlitos, is every time
Salsa.org.
Salsa.org. So Salsa.org is whenever he comes out with a newsletter, right away a few calls comes my way and say, hey, is that true? Carlitos wrote about it. So I know it's an effective medium to distribute information. I would like to invite everybody that starting September 28th, we will be having Fiesta Rancho as our host for our late afternoon salsa event from 6 to 11 o'clock.
Nice.
It's a new venture for us. We definitely have to outbeat what we're doing over here. It's the only way I can measure success. So hopefully you guys will accept that. It's a weekend, and we haven't got the Friday, Saturday yet, but we're on a Sunday, and some people from out of town watches this all the time and gets a Carlitos newsletter. Please support our movement here in Las Vegas. This is a salsa town.
All right, Ron. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you on the dance floor, huh?
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.